As the years pile up, I've come to look at them sort of like vintages of wine. Some of them are fantastic, knock it out of the ballpark, can't do a thing wrong vintages, like, say, 1997 was for California Zins. Some of them are more challenging. Maybe it's bad weather, or a critter infestation, or a little bit of bad chemistry. All of a sudden you've got a vintage that's probably best remembered, if at all, in the rearview mirror as you're speeding toward the future. 2014 was not a championship season. Well, it was for the Kings, but it was not a vintage of the century for me. But my pal Mike Green, who has forgotten more about wine than I'll ever know, once told me something that I think is kind of applicable here. He said, anybody can make a great wine in a great year. That's simple. But to make a good wine in a challenging year, that really takes some dedication. It's Thanksgiving again, and depending on which author you ask, I'm either the master of my soul, or the DJ of my fate, or the vintner of my existence, and as such, I'd like to throw a little gratitude out into the great maw of our ever-expanding universe. I have been richly blessed with a family and a tribe that's offered me comfort and support and love in incalculable measure. I've had interesting work to do. I have art flowing through and around my life. I have more dreams than nightmares, and the nightmares generally happen while I'm asleep, while the dreams often come to fruition during the day while I'm awake. I have quadrupeds around me that remind me that things as simple as a touch or a nap can be elevated to one of life's great joys. I have walls that keep things out, walls that keep things in, and I can usually tell the difference between the two. I'm still learning new stuff, still meeting interesting new people. And hey, the dishes are done. I realize that some of those things might seem trivial, and certainly some are more important than others, but none of them's insignificant, and here's why. They all point to the central fact that I'm around for another round, another season, another vintage, and of these there is not a limitless supply. So take a moment. Think about those things that you hold dear, things that one day you'll have to let go. And find your own thanks, in your own words, in the well-tended vineyard of your heart. Happy Thanksgiving.